You guys are all free to go, and I'll hang out for any additional questions in the next few minutes. Thanks. Okay. Bye. Yeah, same to you. Enjoy yourselves. You're welcome. Just set variables equal to the values, just like we did in the cylinder example last week, or on Thursday. We'll take the cylinder example. I wanted to get to it today, but I kind of ran out of time. We'll go through the cylinder example at the start of next class using the input function. But for right now, just do it the way we did it on Thursday. Set the variables, set them equal to the values, and then calculate with them. Okay. You're welcome. So the lecture notes are posted now. If you go to our website, they're under HTML. That's where I was projecting from. If you go to Submiti, do I have one with Submiti in it? Thought I did. Yeah, if you go to Submiti and you go to course materials, I was a little late getting them up this time because I was working on something, but they're right here as a PDF. The video, hold on a second. The video will be posted as soon as I can, but I need to do some processing, so it'll be posted tonight, but not immediately. Okay? Sure. Go ahead. Sure. That? No. So the one thing with the integer is the integer function, when provided with a string, expects it to be correct. Okay, so that won't work in general with a string. Int 30. Yeah, everything that comes in from an input prompt is going to come in as a string, and then you have to convert it to whatever you want to use it as. Okay? Yeah, hold on. Does that answer your question? I'm sorry? Yeah. Right, if you put a 35.6, that's not an integer value, so it'll throw an exception error, a value error. Okay? Okay, next, wait, are you the guy that was asking just a few seconds ago? Let's keep a little bit of a queue. Mm-hmm. So there's two types of problems. There's lecture exercises, right? And then there's just the practice problems. Practice problems don't get submitted anywhere. They're just for your own edification. The lecture exercises will be submitted during Lab 1, like I've gone over a couple of times, right? None of the lecture exercises have to be submitted until Lab 1. All the practice problems are just practice problems. They're for you to do on your own. Okay? Sure. Okay, next. Down here? Okay. Yep. No, because it comes in here, right? All input comes in as strings. Okay, so X is the variable string 4. This is not the multiplication operator, this is the replication operator, so this gives you 44. Now you're converting it to an integer, so now it gives you, instead of the string 44, it gives you the integer value 44. This is an integer multiply, which gives you 88, and then this should print out 88. Is that correct? Yep, no problem. Next. What's up? Hi, yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now. What's up? So are you doing it in Spider? Okay, so you come up here. Well, actually, you can do it a couple ways. So you can come up here and you can do either a save if you already have the file name defined, or you can do a save as, and then you just type in, you navigate, like I'm doing in a directory class. You just navigate over here and you say LE1, for example. And this should be as Python files. I want to save it as, make sure it's saved as Python files. Do the save, and now we can come over and look at my classes directory. Or you can't. I know where I can do it. Now we can come over here. Right, and we can see that I have le1.py right there. Okay? You're welcome. Next person? Anybody else? Sure, shoot. There? Right. So, yeah, so this brings up the whole, what the purpose of the program is. You certainly wouldn't want it doing this, right? We wouldn't want it dying, right? But what you wanted it to do would be different depending upon, well, the program you're writing. But let's say we just want to round it, right? So then we could come in here and we could say, x equals float x, right? And then actually we can do this. That would be wrong. And then we can do x equals round x, and then we can finally convert it to x, and that to integer, and that should actually work. Right? But this sequence is going to depend upon what you're actually trying to do with your program. So sometimes you may want to round, sometimes you may want to tell them try again. So that's part of what we would code into, is we would figure out what we wanted our program's behavior to do when we had invalid input, and code for that. And yes, you can recognize all that. We can test to see whether whether it'll convert to an int. We can test whether it'll convert into a float. All that is doable in the code, and you'll want to do it when you're not necessarily for toy problems, but you know, you do want to do validation of your input, and that's why you almost never do something like x equals int input, because this gives you no opportunity to do any validation or any conversion. Okay, does that make sense? You're welcome. Next, anybody else? Sure. Just 2 is due at Lab 1. 3, 4, and 5 will be due sometime after Lab 1. I think probably Thursday of that week, probably Thursday at midnight. But I haven't negotiated with Professor Mustak yet, so I don't know for sure. But I expect it'll be Thursday at midnight. Okay, you're welcome. Hello? Anything else? I'll write up. Sure, go ahead. Um, huh. I've never seen that before. Could you screen share for a second? Show me the is there something? Actually, is there any other questions? Okay. Let me shut down the recording. I'm still recording the answers right now. And